Hello traders, welcome back to another Forex analysis for the week. And let me pull up the calendar. So for the month of March, we'll be having analysis from the 3rd to 7th. So let's start. So for the last week, for the whole of last week, we were not able to catch any trades because the market was not that stable, wasn't presenting enough trading opportunities. So on the upcoming week, on my list I have AUD USD, USD CAD, Euro USD, USD CHF, and GBP JPY. So let's start with AUD USD. So on the weekly, we were expecting price to move to this setting zone 0.64607. That was what I was actually expecting. I was expecting price to mitigate here, touch here before we push to the downside. But as you can see we closed on a very bearish candle on the weekly. So we'll be looking for more sales on this pair. So let me head down to the daily time frame so that we can have more understanding. So as you can see, I was expecting to get a pullback over here to go long, but as you can see, price declined and fell to the downside. So what I'll be expecting is very simple on AUD USD. No need to complicate things. We'll wait for a pullback to sell, and during this pullback, I know there is going to be buys on this on this pullback. I don't want to be involved on that counter trend trades, so I'll just wait for price to pull back, then I'll sell. Then on the 1 hour time frame, you should be expecting something like this, a move to this zone, then a shift of structure, then to sell back down. That is for AUD USD. It's very simple, but it's going to take time. Then we'll have to wait for either 2 days. If there is actually good volume in the market, might have first pullback, second pullback, then before the drop. So maybe 2 days. By Wednesday we should be able to catch the trade. So let's move to the next pair, which is USD CAD. USD CAD is still almost the same thing. I was expecting price to retest this weekly support, but as you can see, it seems the price got a support level here off of 1.41595. so we go to the daily. What can we see on the daily? We saw the daily time frame was breaking to the downside, then now we have a shift to the upside. So what are we waiting for? We wait for a retest of this beautiful zone, this support zone, a retest to take price at least to the upside. So this is for USD CAD. Then on the 1 hour time frame, we'll sit on our hands and wait for price to retrace back down to this zone, then give market structure to take price to the upside. That is again for USD CAD, and it's also going to be a very, very long week because we'll also need like 2 to 3 days for price to retrace. So it's only when price retraces to the zone we'll take trades. Okay, now I have Euro USD. Euro USD on the weekly is bearish because we had a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So on the weekly, price has just been dancing here. as you can see, whenever we close bearishly under the zone, we retest and sell. Then when we close above, we retest and buy. Now we have closed below. This is the candle we have closed below. Now we'll retest to sell. That is on the weekly. Then on the daily, on the daily we have something that looks like reversal pattern, but it's not so clear, but it's still fine. We have the structure that looks like this. Then what we wait for, initially we were supposed to like wait for price to come over here for a retest of this zone to sell, but no, we'll take the trade here whenever, if it pulls back and give an entry pattern there, then we'll take it there, because that level over there is also a beautiful support and resistance zone. Whenever we are above, we buy. Whenever we are below, we sell, we sell, we sell, we sell, we buy. Now we are below. What do we want to see? We want to see a price pullback. Then USD CHF. USD CHF is clean, but I want to see more confirmations, because on the weekly we were breaking structures to the upside. We have higher high, higher low, and this was the last higher high. Now price has been on the range, and we just recently got a retest of the support zone. Now the price is surging to the upside. Then if you go to the daily time frame is bearish. Daily time frame is bearish. Why? We have the high, we have lower low, lower high, and lower low, and price was supposed to tap on this area of interest to sell down. But what can you see? Price broke above the EMA, above the area of interest. Now is heading to the lower high of the market. So what I want the price to do for more confirmation, in order to buy with a weekly time frame, I want to see the daily time frame break and close, pull back for a retest, then we buy to at least 0.91369. So that is what I'm seeing on USD CHF. Then we have GBP JPY. GBP JPY has been doing very well, but the last week of February decided to go on a range. So on the weekly time frame we are bearish, because this was the last high. It was the last high, and this is the last low over here. Then on the daily time frame we are still bearish. We are still very bearish, but price decided to go on a consolidation in this zone. So you know we cannot trade consolidation. So then this is supposed to be the area of interest that price was supposed to use to push to the downside. But as you can see, we had a first retest, first retest, second, third, fourth, and we are still on the same space. So in order to play safe on this pair GBP JPY, I want to see GBP JPY open or breakout, then retest these new lows, retest this structure point, then we continue to sell. So if GJ doesn't do this, I will just be neutral on the pair. Then on the other hand, if it can also maybe push to the upside, breakout, then retest, then we back, set our traps then and wait for price to do its thing. So these are the pairs I have for the week: AUDUSD, USD CAD, EURUSD, USD CHF, GBP JPY. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you next time.